Fighting Religion. The purpose of the videos is to get your minds to begin to think. Turn your minds on and think. Use logic, use reason, and realize religion is not real. Now, for the topic of this video, today is, what's today? November 29th, and for me it's 2:33 a.m. in the morning. I just got off work, whatever. So, the hot topic out here today is about the American Christian missionary, John Allen Chau, who's 26 years old, that decided he wanted to go minister Jesus Christ to the inhabitants of North Sentinel and was abruptly killed. This is the hot topic today, and I did have one of you in my comments. I think that one of you in my comments that said to ask could I mention this, and I was like, oh, I thought about it, like whatever. I knew about North Sentinel before this incident, but I didn't know everybody was talking about this now. This is a big thing in certain groups, shall I say. So what's my take on the whole thing? All right, so North Sentinel is a part of the Andaman and the Nicobar Islands, and it's just a group of islands, and India controls all of this. And the Indian government had established a long time ago that it was illegal to approach maybe within like 5 miles of the island. They said, look, they're not bothering anybody, just leave them alone. And really, they're the smartest people if you think about it, because anytime you let outsiders in, some colonizers in, next thing you know, they take your land and give you rules, and you are enslaved on your land, and they got the best of your land, benefiting, living off of it, and you're living like vagabonds. So I can't fault them for greeting everyone with hostility, because people have their own interests at hand. Look at America. Okay? They came in and they took over. Now they got laws and folks can't get stuff on their own land. It's not even their land no more. Make it great again. When was it great? It was great before you came over here. Everybody was living good. But let's continue with this, because this subject is just so much with this, and people are all upset about it, and they've made some arrests in this case, but let me explain what's going on. I haven't even explained what's going on. First off, this guy, John Allen Chau, he graduated from Oral Roberts University. He calls himself a missionary. He's an adventurer. He loves to travel. And he decided, he was just so determined, he said at 18, to go to the North Sentinel Island. Now, North Sentinel Island is inhabited by pure Homo sapiens of dark skin, not mixed with anything, said to have or believed to have come from or journeyed from Africa and been there. And in some accounts they say they haven't been in contact with people for 50,000 to 60,000 years. They have said that these are the original Asians. I know everybody used to the yellow-skinned Asians, but we know there are dark-skinned Asians as well. They're said to be the original Asians, and whatever had happened, they decide to stay to themselves. Now, there was also said that in 1880 that some British explorers had kidnapped or let's call it what it is, kidnapped an older couple and some children, and they kept them, and the older couple got sick from diseases and died. They said they abruptly returned the children back to the island. Now, this could be why they don't want to deal with outsiders, because, the whole report, when you hear about it, is, they're not immune to these diseases because they're isolated. Now, that's understood. So y'all keep your germs to yourself. We good over here. We don't need no GMOs. We don't need no Cheetos, no Doritos, no M&Ms, and a bunch of sugar and Coca-Cola and Pepsi and whatever. So I guess they're living off the land and they're fine. So leave them alone. They don't have money over there, more than likely. And if they have a religion, whatever, let them have it. Just leave them alone. They didn't ask for your help. Don't give them any help. So this is about the Sentinelese. So they can call them hostile. They're not hostile. They just don't want you on their stuff. You got people here today, you step in their yard, they get upset, they pull their gun out. They don't want you in their yard. Same thing here. We don't want you in our yard. And if the natives of America had been the same way, what would have been the outcome? Even though they did kill waves of colonizers, but I'm not trying to get all into all of that. I'm not trying to get deep with that, okay? I'm trying to stick to this. Like I said, it's just so much in this story. So here is another example of religious bullying. This man has decided, I'm going to go over there, and I'm going to be the one to deal with these people and evangelize to them and convert them to Jesus Christ, and I'm going to be that guy. No one asks for your help. No one asks for your Jesus Christ. No one asks for your religion, your Bible, your sick way of thinking, your brainwashing, your religion is more of a disease than a viral disease. Religion has done nothing in humanity but cause division and judgment and hatred and murder and the excusing of crimes in the name of a false God. Religion has not done humanity any good. Religion is a disease. So I applaud them, even though they don't even know why you was coming. See, now on our end, it's like, well, ooh, they was killing the Christians. How was you going to, you don't know what language these people speak. So if they're a primitive or an older people, I doubt they speak English. And English changes so much that the English of 100 years ago is not really even the same. If you got an original King James 1611 Bible, and I had one, it was hard to read. They had to really change them words. People ain't really started reading the Bible good until the N.I.V. came out, the New International Version. But here you are, you think you're going to go over there, an American, and just evangelize it for what? They didn't need you. They didn't need you. And even by your Christian religion, you say if people hadn't heard the gospel, then they don't go directly to hell. Then they get a pass because they haven't heard. So why would you bring it in there and mess it all up? Leave them alone. No one asks for your Jesus. No one asks for your religion. And I'm sorry for his family and everybody, but he was so determined. He got what he got. He was brainwashed. He is a serious victim of brainwashing, like many of us were and like many of us still are today. He was totally brainwashed. And what did he said? He called this place, he said, I believe this is Satan's last stronghold. That's arrogant. That is very arrogant to call this place Satan's last stronghold. Why are you saying this? Because these people don't want to be bothered? Because they don't care about the new iPhone or the new Galaxy phone, or they don't have internet, or all the problems we have with the government putting their foot on our neck, and we got to have car insurance and health insurance, and we got to pay bills, and we live to pay bills. As we watch grocery stores throw away, thousands of dollars of food every week while people starve and are homeless. I mean, really, who's really living the life, them or us? Look, y'all pay to go to an island, to walk on a beach and swim in the clear waters and eat the fresh fish. That's their everyday life. It don't seem like they're going to a job. Their job is hunting and gathering and living. That's their job. Their job isn't being, like me, stuck in Atlanta traffic, people honking their horns and all these fender benders and worrying about your paycheck and this job ain't paying enough, but they're asking for too much. And you know, it's slavery. I mean, I don't want to get deep into all of that with with the y'all know, everybody know my whole other world about knowing about the central banks and the oppression that really is placed here, where you can't really live the way you want to live. Even here in America today, if you say, I want to get off the grid, I'm just going to go live in the woods and live off of the land. And I'm going to build me a log cabin. No, you got to have a permit to build a log cabin. Whose land is that? And you got to have somebody, the inspector, the code, the inspector got to check it out and make sure the house is up to par. And you're going to need an address for the post office or whatever. Well, okay. And I'm just going to hunt deer and squirrels and whatnot. We got to have a hunting license, because if you get caught without a hunting license, you can get in trouble for that by the game warden. Well, I just fish and live off the land. Well, you got to have a fishing license, so you can't do that. You need a fishing license. So you mean to tell me I can't even live without everything being controlled? So you can buy a car, but if you're buying a car, you can't take it off the lot unless you got insurance. You got to pay the taxes on that, the tags, titles and taxes. You got to pay all that. And if you got a car the next year, if you don't pay the taxes, you can't drive it on their road. You can enjoy your car in your yard if you're paying the taxes on your house too, because you don't own your house. Because if you don't pay the taxes, they'll auction that off, and then you'll still be homeless. So you can't own anything here. Slaves can't own property. So even though you say I own a house, don't pay the taxes and see how much you own it. This is my car, don't pay the taxes, what streets you gonna drive it on? So who's really free and living good and everything? Yeah, we got the new iPhone and Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, but then they over there on the beach. They shaking their spears, doing what they want to do. But who's really living when you look at it? And then this man wants to come over there like every other time they want to take over a place. You can't beat people physically, so you beat them mentally. So you're going to give them your Jesus. We ain't asked for your Jesus. Jesus ain't never did us nothing. Ever. All through slavery in America for people. And I'm not trying to make it a racial thing. I'm just explaining a situation. All through the slavery that went on in America, they gave them Jesus and one day off. And you're going to take the day off, and I'll sit in your church and hear your message just for the day off, because, if we got 4th of July, we're going to take a day off, and Veterans Day, we're going to take the day off, and white people might not like black people, but they'll take Martin Luther King's birthday off. You understand what I'm saying? So we'll give y'all a day off, and you worship the stuff we tell you to worship, and now you've given us something, but so you oppress these people all week, and then you go praise Jesus in church. And they have been oppressed all week, and they go praise Jesus. They're praying for freedom. You're praying to keep them enslaved. You're supposedly praying to the same God, say you're serving the same Savior, but they're getting what they're wanting because you're staying oppressed. So how is this working? It doesn't make sense. And even today, I don't see Asian lives matter. Huh? Latino lives matter. I'm not saying that they're not catching some heat too. Indian lives matter. Native American lives matter. I see black lives matter. And all lives matter. We understand that, but what we're saying is you're not getting killed when you're getting pulled over for a traffic stop. This is life or death for us. So that's all. That's what I'm saying. It's so much in this subject. How long I've been talking? About 15 minutes. Let me go ahead and wrap this up, because this subject has so much in it, and it's just a matter of leave these people alone. Okay, y'all lost one guy. Leave these people alone. He broke the law. He knew he wasn't supposed to go. He broke the law, and then they talking about something. Then they got the international Christian whatever people gonna send out their message talking about they need to be brought to justice. Whose justice? Oh, your justice is supposedly justice? I beg to differ. Your justice, you want justice for you, but how about, no, the justice is going to go just like the way they're doing it. They arrested the fishermen. They arrested some of the missionaries. They arrested 7 people who allowed that boy to go over there and get killed. because it was against the law to go over there. You came into their country, into their land, without, you shouldn't have been there and got killed. So that was the justice. That's just like if somebody, they come over here in their little rafts and whatever, they float from Cuba somewhere to America, then America does something. That country that they came from doesn't say, oh, we want justice on that. No, you came in our land. That's like you come in my door and then you get popped. That was the justice. This is my home. This is my spot. You can't come into my spot and preach your stuff and teach your stuff and give me laws. No. So they're not wrong at all. They did what they had to do. And again, I applaud them. They are my heroes. You know, bring some Jesus up in there. Then all you do is divide the people, mess the people up, got them on some fairy tale foolishness because you think it's real. And Jesus showed you how much he saved you. You went to go meet him. Even though we know in the real world, you just dead. And I'm sorry for his family and everything, that it all happened. I'm not want to, whatever, that it happened, it's done, whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video. This thing can go on. But y'all take it out there, people. Subscribe, share the videos with your other people, share the page, William Jones, Leaving Religion. Share it with your other people. If you don't have the words, let them hear me. I got a couple people, even people I work with, they're checking out the videos and loving it. And we're just helping people get mentally free from the stronghold of religion. That's the stronghold, is religion. So let's get these people free, man. Share the videos, subscribe, tell people about the channel. And y'all take care out there. Peace.